and welcome to Monday. Not a bad spot to wake up to on a Monday. Mr. Warner is on a bit of a clean mission. He wants to clean this side of the boat. This is water side when we normally moor, so we don't get to give it a good clean. So he's on a cleaning mission, and hark, the kettle boils. Gonna have a coffee. I think, Glenn, I think you want to get off quite soonish, don't you?
It's still about 5 hours.
5 hours, 5 locks. This is a beautiful spot. There's a little swan family coming down. What are you doing down here, Mr. Warner?
I'm just getting ready. I'm just putting some vibes on. Old school tape cassette player. I fixed it. I bought it off eBay for like £8 and it's like 40 years old and the rollers and that were knackered, so I just fixed it. And a beef anthem.
Right, we're on our way. 5 locks to go. Such a beautiful part of the Grand Union this is. I love it. So we're just approaching the first of the locks. So there's 3 locks in a row here. Aptly named the 3 locks. Well, the lock's not in our favour because I see a gate that's open, but I do see a couple of CRT people around. Oh my goodness, wouldn't it be great if we've got some volunteers help us through the locks? Yep, so that's great. So we've got some volunteers on the lock, which is brilliant. And there's a boat coming up. So the boat will come up through the lock, come out this way, and then it'll be all ready for us to go in. So they're still coming out of the lock below. So probably, I don't know, 10-15 minutes or so. So the next one being opened, ready for us. So that's lock number 2 done. So this is the 3rd and final one in this flight. Makes it easier when you've got help. I was going to jump on at the lock, but there was a wide beam and a narrow beam. It was all go, so I said to Glenn, let's just clear the lock and then I'll jump on when we're clear. No, I can't jump that far, Glenn. Take that, darling. Oh, Glenn. I did it. I always feel a sense of accomplishment
when you've got so much going on. You've got a camera in your hand.
I know. Talking of having so much in my hand, so you can get these, they're like holsters that you put your windlass in, so that when you cross the lock that you've got, and you're not holding it. So a
lot of people leave them as well, they forget them.
Yeah, so it just makes it safer as well when you're crossing the lock. So Miramar contacted me yesterday and said that there's a guy outside the marina who makes leather ones, and that he was selling them, and I said, oh, can you get me one? So she messaged me yesterday to say she'd got me one, so that'll be useful. Bit nervous about this low tree and whether the tomato plant is gonna survive. Oh my goodness. Oh.
So we're at the tree, we've had a casualty. Mrs. Warner had to save the sweet pea. We've had a casualty. 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 We've had a casu I don't know if you can make it out down there, but right down the front there, you can see it in the side. There is a green tomato that's been knocked off.
Let's have some brunch. There you go. First heron we've seen for a couple of days. You always know when you're back in Milton Keynes. A lovely thatched cottage there in the distance. Swan family over here. So Glenn says he was speaking to someone who knew a bit more about Fenny Lock, and this is, correct him if he's wrong, but this is how Glenn
heard it, because I was in the lock and the engine was running, it was noisy. So she said that basically they'd started the canal from Birmingham and London, and Fenny is where it met. It was off, you know, a little bit. So
right.
Basically they put the lock in to take into account the miss.
We don't know whether that's true or not, but it would make sense. So the Fenny Stratford lock and swing bridge is in sight. We're just going to moor to the left here because there's some rubbish bins and get rid of the rubbish. Till we're back to the marina. We've only been out since Friday and it feels like we've been out like weeks. Bridge built in 1937, number 84 on the Grand Union Canal. It's going to be a tight squeeze down here. We've got moored boats on the right and we've got a wide beam coming down as well. We were really close to the moored boats, but obviously Glenn just glided along. Enough room for the wide beam. In safe and sound. Oh, so this is my tomato that was knocked off by a branch, and it's my biggest tomato. I'm going to stick it in the window, see if it will go red. So we're off to Miramar's to celebrate the end of term, the start of the summer holidays. Do you know what? I haven't even got any kids at school anymore, but I've got lots of friends who are teachers or work within the education system, and their joy at the last day of term, oh, I just want to be in on it. Just got my pyjamas on, getting ready to get into bed. I know I moan about my knees aching and, you know, not being super fit, but I'm really grateful that my body has enabled me to manage the locks. It's so easy sometimes to think that my body is like letting me down or failing, and to see it like move locks and open big heavy gates, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I spent a lovely evening with Miramar and celebrating the end of the school term. I'm grateful to be at the marina. I love being here. I love the people. I love the location. I love the supply of electricity and water. No, I love being here. Grateful for all of those things today. It's been a good day.